Welcome back to PC Chop Shop. In the last couple of episodes, I got this PC up and running and tried to vinyl wrap it, which didn't work out. So in this episode, I'll be putting the internals in a new case. So to start off, I'm going to take out the professionally mounted SSD. Next to come out is the graphics card. I honestly really love the design of this card. And now I'm going to take out the 2GB stick of RAM. I will be attempting to get the other sticks of RAM working so that the PC can have an acceptable amount. I'm just fast forwarding this bit as it's just unplugging cables. There will be a lot of fast forwarding in this video, otherwise it'll be about an hour long. The screws are next to come out. The motherboard is now ready to come out, so I'm just going to carefully lift it out of the case. Probably would have helped if I remembered to take out this dongle. Well, you know what? The motherboard does look quite clean, unlike the rest of the PC. Lovely stuff, so now it's time to remove all the wiring for the power supply. It's kind of satisfying to see this fast forwarded. The PSU comes out after taking its 4 screws out. And I can't forget the I/O shield. Now something I want to do is put some fresh thermal paste on the CPU. I've never actually done this before on an Intel CPU, but I'm assuming these 4 screws need to come out. Took me a second to notice, but what the hell is that? It looks like someone used literal poo as thermal paste. I even gave it a whiff to double check. I've seen dried thermal paste and it has never looked like this. This stuff needs to get cleaned off if I want to apply some fresh paste. Nice and shiny. And now for the CPU. To get that extra bit of cleanliness, I'm just going to take it out of the socket. Well, that was terrifying. Looking much better now. And now to remount the heatsink without forgetting the thermal paste. That should be alright. And now I'm going to do the reverse process of taking it off. I had to fiddle around with the fan a little bit to get it back on. Lovely. Now that is dealt with. So this is the new case. I got it for £20 and it came with the RGB fans, the hub, as well as the remote. It has glass front and side panels too, so it's a pretty nice looking case. So first things first, I'm going to get the wiring organized and get the power supply in and get it screwed down. I didn't record it, but the IO shield is already in, and now I'm just going to put in the freshly repasted motherboard. But I've run into a problem. So some of the standoffs are missing and they're in weird places, so I'll need to sort that out. I had to take some out from the previous case since the ones in the kit were too skinny and they didn't grab on properly, which is frustrating. So I'm going to need to buy more standoffs because of this. I just assumed they were going to be all the same size. Now that the motherboard is in, it's time to get it screwed down. Alright, so 1, 2, skip a few, and the PC is nearly ready. So obviously I still need to reinstall the graphics card, but off camera I sorted out the wiring and mounted the SSD. I also installed a 1TB hard drive that I got for £10, which I don't actually know whether it works or not. Guess we'll find out. But there's a pretty big problem that some of you may have already guessed will happen. Yep, The glass panel can't fit properly since the cooler sticks out too far. However, I'll sort this out in the next episode of PC Chop Shop, as this video is already getting a bit too long. I'll be putting in a new cooler and sorting out the RAM, and by the end of it, hopefully have a working PC. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode of PC Chop Shop.